You spent 40 years in the shadows. You grind through 6 countries, 19 years of professional football, and hundreds of matches nobody remembers. Then in one single week, the entire world knows your name. This is the story of Vozinha, the 40-year-old goalkeeper who became a global superstar overnight, and the mother who almost missed it all. Cape Verde, a tiny island nation in the Atlantic Ocean with a population of just 529,000 people. For decades, this island dreamed of reaching the FIFA World Cup. And in 2026, for the very first time in history, that dream came true. His name is Vozinha. He was born in Mindelo. His father wanted to name him Valdano after the Argentine World Cup winner. The authorities rejected it, so the family gave him a nickname. Vozinha, it means little granny, a strange name for a boy, an even stranger name for a World Cup hero. Vozinha did not turn professional until the age of 25. For 19 years he journeyed across the world. Angola, Moldova, Portugal, Cyprus, Slovakia, 6 countries, hundreds of nights in foreign cities, far from home, far from everything he knew, and through all of it, he held on to one dream. By the time Cape Verde qualified for the 2026 World Cup, Vozinha was 40 years old, an age when most footballers have been retired for a decade. But Vozinha was not most footballers. He was selected. He was going to the World Cup. June 15th, 2026, Cape Verde versus Spain. The tournament favorites, Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams, Pedri, one of the most gifted squads in World Cup history, and standing between Spain and the lead was a 40-year-old goalkeeper who had waited his entire life for this moment. Spain had 27 shots, 27, and every single time they came close, Vozinha was there. Reflex stops, diving saves, calm catches under pressure, save after save after save. When the final whistle blew, the score was Spain 0, Cape Verde 0. Vozinha dropped to his knees and wept. He wept for his grandparents who never saw this day. He wept for every year spent alone in a foreign country, grinding, believing when nobody else did. He was named man of the match, and the world had just discovered him. Before the match, Vozinha had 46,000 followers on Instagram. By the next morning, it was past 1 million. Brazilian broadcaster Cazé TV told millions of viewers to follow this man. Paul Pogba posted online, "The Cape Verde goalkeeper is really something. Wow!" By the end of the week, Vozinha had over 14 million followers, from 46,000 to 14 million in less than 72 hours. But while the world celebrated, Vozinha was thinking about his mother. Cândida had watched her son's greatest moment from home, alone, thousands of miles away. Cape Verde is one of 50 countries whose citizens must post a bond of up to $15,000 to obtain a US visa. $15,000, an impossible sum, and so, while her son was becoming famous, she watched it on a screen. Then something extraordinary happened. U.S. House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries called Secretary of State Marco Rubio directly. He asked the State Department to do everything in their power to get Cândida to Miami. Visa fees were waived, travel was arranged, and before Cape Verde's next match against Uruguay, Jeffries announced to the world she will be reunited with her son in time for the match. She made it. Vozinha stood in goal knowing his mother was somewhere in those stands, not on a screen, right there, watching him. Cape Verde drew 2-2 with Uruguay, still unbeaten, into the knockout rounds. The smallest nation in the tournament history to go that far. He once said, "I have worked my whole life for this moment. 40 years in the shadows, and then one week the entire world will never forget. Some people's greatest chapter begins at 40. Vozinha proved it, for Cape Verde, for his mother, for every late bloomer who never gave up.